Hey folks, if you're a business coach, you got to check out our vertical solution built just for you. We've been consulting in the Zoho ecosystem for more than 7 years now, and we have built a vertical solution specifically for business coaches, customizing various Zoho apps specifically to meet your needs. So today we're going to run through a quick example setup of what this vertical solution looks like. So let's dive right in. I'm going to take you over to the CRM over here, and the CRM that we're deploying is the enterprise version of Zoho CRM. So with it, you're going to get all of the bells and whistles that Zoho has. In addition to that, however, we've gone ahead and built in a number of custom modules and automated actions in addition to our client portal to help meet your needs. So diving in here, out of the box, I'm not going to go too deep into our standard dashboards, analytics, and leads. Those are pretty standard. You can certainly go in, bring in custom web forms to add new leads to your system, referrals, etc. can go in. Once you've qualified the lead, of course, we're going to be converting that lead into an account and a contact. So let's dive into one of our example accounts over here, and I'm going to choose Logoland. So we can see here, this snapshot gives us a really nice overview of our account. We can see who the coach owner is, the industry, employees, the annual revenue, etc. We also get a quick summary view of any open business opportunities that we may have, some next actions, and some relevant contacts that we are working with at that organization. If you choose to implement the finance suite, you'll also be able to get a quick summary of any sales, outstanding receivables, etc. So the account module is where all of the business information lives. Of course, you can keep all of your core demographic business info. You can customize these fields if you need to add or remove any for your particular clients. And we then have a notes section for any general account related notes, as well as contact specific notes on the contact records. Below that, you'll start to see a summary of different records related to this account. So obviously, as a coach, you're working with organizations that may have goals, and you can see those listed over here. They may have issues that are preventing them from reaching those goals. And then, of course, you'll schedule regular meetings to review those goals and issues, and out of those meetings will come action items. So what we've done is we've built a number of custom modules here to really track all of that. So diving into Logoland here, we can see that one of their goals is a team coaching that they want to do to level up their management team. And we can summarize that goal here. You can see that it's related to strategy and analysis. We can customize these categories as you need. We can also add in different subtypes to the type of goal that you may have. And then, of course, we can track the status of it, whether it is planned, on track, off track, or complete and missed. We can summarize the goal, identify which team members are responsible for what deliverables to work towards that goal, and then, of course, add in any relevant notes or attachments related to that specifically. We can also see that we can tie goals and issues together. So on the flip side of this, we can have our issue record here. We may go and dive deeper into that issue. Oftentimes when we bring up a problem, it isn't really the root cause of the actual issue at hand. So you may go through a process of getting clarifying questions or restating that issue based on feedback that you get from your counselors or advisors. So we have some issue processing that we can do. And of course, then we will set up our different meeting agendas. So we'll dive into our Q2 strategic plan review. This is a planned meeting. We can also lay out what the agenda is for that meeting and make any attachments to that or schedule any action items that they may need to do. So in this case, we're asking the client to send in their Q1 report ahead of diving into this strategy review call. Now, what you'll notice here is that oftentimes when you walk into a client meeting, there's a lot that you got to have readily at hand. It's got to be tough managing a book of business with multiple companies, multiple goals and issues, action items that you're following up on. And in order to be present and insightful in that meeting, you really need to have all of this information at your fingertips. So what we've done is on this meeting agenda record that you can pull up on an iPad or on your computer in the meeting, everything is right there in front of you. We obviously have the topic of the meeting, we have the planned agenda, and you'll notice that if you scroll towards the bottom of the page, the system will automatically bring up any open issues, goals, or action items for that particular client. So again, it's very easy for you to reference everything and then jot in any notes as you're conducting that meeting to follow up and assign any action items after that meeting is complete. So those are going to be the core modules that we've built for tracking a lot of our goals, issue processing, meeting agendas, and action items. Any of these records we can attach notes to, we can schedule events, tasks, and add attachments to these records to keep everything organized. Now, that is great for your consulting business, but your time can only go so far. And once you've got a good curriculum under you, you may want to productize that IP and offer course content. And what we've done here is built a products module. And this product module allows you to actually develop a course that you can deliver through our client portal. So if we dive into this leadership development training course example here, we may have a course track, so we could have different lesson modules that we could deploy on a specific timeline, and we can drip this content into the client's portal on said dates. So these product or course catalogs that you develop may have different lessons. You can build out your lesson template over here with specific resources. You can link in various videos, PowerPoint presentations, articles. Maybe there are quizzes or self-evaluations that your clients will need to do along the way. That can all be added over here to your lesson plan. Now, when a client goes to order a course, the system will automatically start to drip those lessons into their client portal on the agenda that you laid out in your course plan. So let's dive on over to the client side and see what this all looks like from the client perspective. We've put together this dummy site, and you can actually access this on zportals.com and check it out for yourself. So we have our example coaching website over here, and you can see that the branding is quite unique. The client portal is actually installed as part of your website and can be fully dialed in to meet your branding guidelines. So here you can see we have a login page. I'm going to go ahead and log in here, and this will bring the user to the home screen dashboard. On this dashboard, you can really include anything from banner images to announcements. Maybe you put in your scheduling link over here, any videos that you may want to show, or quick links out to other resources. Of course, the client can then go in and manage their profile, updating basic demographic details about their organization and keeping that up to date. They can also manage their points of contact, so you can keep those straight, who's working for whom. And we can also integrate things like the meetings tab, so clients can see what upcoming meetings may be, what the planned agenda is, if there are any action items that they need to complete for that particular meeting. Again, really making sure that there's clear communication in one spot between the coach and the mentee. So other things that you may want to include are your course catalogs. Of course, the clients can go through here, browse the courses, and then once they've purchased a course, it will show up in their My Lesson section. That's of course where they could dive into that specific lesson as it becomes available, and they could access the relevant course content, whether it's videos, forms for them to fill out, or actual PowerPoint presentations for them to download. Finally, we can also integrate the Zoho Finance Suite. So if you are wanting to have a subscription, we can have clients manage their subscriptions through here. We can pay invoices, we can submit support tickets, we could actually even embed analytics dashboards. You really have the full suite of Zoho apps available to you on the back end to run your organization. You can also integrate those apps on the front end using the client portal. So we can really create that streamlined process for the clients and that one-stop shop to manage their work with you. We really look forward to learning more about your coaching practice and how our tools can better support you. Please get in touch for a demo, check out a webinar, and we'll be happy to discuss your use case. Thanks a lot. Cheers.